Hey guys, Isaac here, coming with my very first reaction video. I'm not yet sure what to call this whole segment. Isaac Reacts, reaction channel. But there's some videos that I watched online from a vlogger, a very popular vlogger. I think his entire story kind of inspired me. And he did some vlogs about something that's very close to my heart, the country that I'm from, Zambia. And he has put out 3 episodes so far, which are all about an hour long. The very first 2 that he put out, I was glued to it, right? Like just watching them, the interactions. And the beauty of it is that when he started out with the nice areas of Zambia, some hotels and things like that. His experience from the airport and everything else was absolutely loving it. But there's a particular video that seems to have caught fire with everybody, which involved some bribery, scamming, whatever you want to call it. And it kind of paints us in a particular light, not intentionally, because as you can imagine, as with any nation, I would imagine they have their own issues and things like that. So that's what's compelled me to kind of do this reaction. And so I'm going to go through it with you. I've just gone straight to the part where he is stopped by a so-called, I don't know what to call him, officer of the law, officer of the council, who tells him that he has to pay a fee basically for him to video and to do his videography. But the interesting bit is that with this whole interaction, the very reason why Davud, I keep calling him Davud is stopped is because he doesn't apparently have a permit rather, for his recording. So I would imagine that the person who stopped him would have had a sense that he's likely recording. So you maybe don't want to be doing illegal activities with somebody who's recording you. But I'm going to run through this clip and then kind of give my own analysis of it as we go along. So let's have a look. What is happening?
I am here, bro. What do you want?
The more you're asking someone, you would have given something for drinking water.
Okay, so on here, they're just starting out talking with some other people, and then the officer of the law is here. He grabs them, and we're gonna see this whole incident ensue.
Sorry? Everything is okay. All right.
Everything is okay, apparently. You know what I find really funny about this incident is that the officer of the law is walking very confidently, like as if he's really taking him somewhere very serious. I was watching this thinking, this is quite funny. And my guy is actually, I wonder what's going through his head. He's like, yeah, okay, we're gonna eat today, but come on, man. Let's see where the rest of it goes. He's wondering, he asks him twice what is going on, and he's not answered. I wonder, yeah, so he asks him what's going on, and he goes, my brother, what's going on? He asks him twice, but the apparent officer of the law doesn't even bother to answer him. Mind you, Davud, having watched about 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours of his content to this point, is a very friendly, very polite man. So going off of the videos that I've watched, that's his demeanor. But let's see the rest of what goes on here.
Sorry, I didn't know about this license or whatever. I am just a YouTuber. I make videos. I try to show nice sides of the country. Okay. So I just, no bad intentions. Like I just want to show Lusaka in my channel.
Did you hear that? He's now explaining himself. He clearly can see that the situation that is going on is untoward. So the very first thing that he says, I'm a YouTuber. And if anybody knows about YouTubers, right? You make videos, you make content, you might make reviews. I'm here to promote your country. The content that I'm going to do, I'm going to be putting it out to the world to paint it in a good light, right? I'm doing a good thing here. Even that in itself, when I think about it, rewatching the video, that should have been kind of clarion call to the person that was trying to do the scam, to be like, well, this man just told me he's going to put this video out to the world, even though he's saying to him, well, I'm going to put content out to paint Zambia in a good light. What he's telling you is he is going to put this out to the globe. So whatever is about to happen here is going to be put out to the world. I know his camera is kind of facing down, So perhaps the person wasn't able to tell that he's being recorded. However, in instances like this, you must always assume that somebody might be recording, whether they're using a video device or they might be using an audio device and that sort of thing. So just always be alert. But yeah, anyway, let's keep watching.
Just go buy vegetables. You see, I buy vegetables. And
So you delete those pictures.
Okay.
With immediate effect, and I'll charge you.
okay, what are you gonna charge me?
Yes, because you are taking pictures without the consent of, without the permit
Okay.
from Lusaka City Council.
Brother, I've been
Okay, so I'll kind of come back on that. He's saying you delete those pictures, you're taking pictures. I think he's under the impression that the man is only taking pictures, but he's talking about consent from Lusaka City Council. The last time I checked, in Zambia, you don't need a permit from Lusaka City Council for you to take pictures. You know, there's surveillance cameras out there, and there are vloggers such as Mr. Simon Mwewa Lane, who goes around videoing people, showing around Lusaka and showing around the central, is it the central business district? I think that is. I might be getting that wrong, guys. Please don't judge me. But yeah, and he does some really good work. But this man is obviously doing the same. The last time I checked, he doesn't need a permit. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but let's continue.
I've been 60 countries.
Yes.
I normally travel like this, and everyone is okay with that. So I didn't know there's a rule like this.
Yeah.
So what's the charge for this? Like, can I get the permit now?
You can't get permit from here
Okay.
unless from the head office.
Okay, I will go to the head office and I will ask them for permit, and I can fix it.
This one.
So from when he said, you know, I've been to 60 countries, this is the kind of content I do, right? For me, my spider senses will be tingling to be like, oh, you know what? It's okay. Maybe next time just check in. I think he might say that a little bit later about checking in and, you know, and things like that. But then Mr. Davud asks him, he says, you know, where do I need to go for me to be able to go and grab that permit so that I can continue to carry on my work? But I think deep down he knows that, yeah, something is untoward. At that moment, for Mr. Officer of the Law, that would have been his opportunity to kind of guide him, to either provide him with the permit that he apparently needed, take any money that was needed to be taken and give him a receipt, or kind of guide him to where he needed to go in order for him to be able to obtain that permit for him to carry on with his day. But I think deep down, Davud knew that, yeah, just something wasn't right. But yeah, let's carry on.
And what's the fee for that?
Probably maybe 1,000.
1,000.
Hold on a minute. Guys, listen, I don't mean to laugh, right? But what does probably maybe mean? Isn't that an oxymoron? Probably maybe, right? Like, what am I thinking about? Yeah, probably maybe. Come on, it's either a thing or it's not. At this point, my spider senses were tingling and alarm bells were going off. But obviously, Davud is just kind of humoring him, and he's doing his calculations and things like that. All he's thinking about is he needs to come out of this situation intact without the man or without the people taking away his precious kind of drives, you know, with his content and things like that. His in the cameras, he probably carries a DJI, which is really good, memory card. So you don't want them to take that because he likely has further content that he might have taken before, which is way more valuable than whatever it is that they're likely to charge him. But in my opinion, he is clued in. He has an idea of what's going on. But yeah, let's carry on.
Victor.
1,000 is like $40, $42.
Now last.
Isn't that too much for a license?
So he's asking, isn't that too much for a license?
It's not for the license.
Brother, but this video...
Right.
Without
Okay, so now he's saying the charge is not for... Initially, he was told he needs a license, needs to pay something. Now he's being told that the payment is not for the license. I'm wondering what it's for, but, you know, let's hear him out. Let's hear the man out.
without authority.
Okay, I understand. But these videos are good for your country too. People see.
No. But without the consent from the manager.
Okay, no problem. I can go get the.
Right. Okay, so now it's without consent from the manager. Eh? Where have we gone now? I thought initially it was without the consent of the city council and he just needed to go, make a payment and carry on. But now it's without consent from the manager. Okay. All right. Well, let's see where it goes.
Do you have a number? I can get there right now after with taxi. And I go say, this is what we did. I get the permit and I have permit for the rest of the trip.
Yeah. So most of the time,
Yeah.
You might be the tourist.
Okay.
Or whatever. When you visit, especially marketplaces,
Yes.
you first thing you pass through the manager's office
Okay.
to get permission to
Okay.
say, oh, I want to take pictures.
Okay. Yeah.
What is this guy on? Oh my God, where? Mind you, if you rewind it back, you run it back, remember when the guy said he's been to 60 countries all over the world. I think he's been to quite a number of countries in Africa as well, different parts of Africa, East, Central, even Southern Africa and that kind of thing. So this thing that he's experienced now, unfortunately, so happens is the first time he's experiencing it, in spite of him having been in Africa so many times and having been to so many places in Africa. I gotta tell you, the thing that made me feel even more compelled to do this reaction is this is embarrassing. And my man is still trying to explain it. Brother, what are you trying to explain? Come on, man.
Because I've been Africa 5, 6, 7 countries. I never ask for permission. I just go film.
See, he says
people
it.
are happy with it. I'm happy, and everyone is good.
He knows better, but he's just humoring him and going with it.
We're taking our pictures without any documentation.
So I pay the fee here or where?
You pay here.
I pay you.
Yes.
Okay.
You pay him.
I'm sorry if I keep laughing. He'll pay here. What happened to the city council? How do we know that that money is going to be accounted for? That now this is out to the world, guys. Whoever's going to be watching this, wherever you're from, this is not how we are as Zambians. Not all of us. This is not how we are, right? Like, because if you go back to Davud's videos, which I'm going to try and react to the other ones as well, because there's some really nice heart-stopping moments and compelling bits in his previous videos as well, where he kind of funded some business people, and he goes on honesty, right? So he goes, he asks the prices, they give him a fair price. He always pays above the fair price, right? And there was a lady who he asked her some prices, tried to trip her up, asked her a couple more things. She was honest, and in the end, he ended up kind of giving her quite a substantial amount of money to be able to seed into her business. So this is a sound guy right here, and to have had this experience for me, I mean, Davud, apologies from a Zambian to you, and I'm sure my fellow Zambians feel this way as well. To be like, that's not how we want to be portrayed out there, especially to the world and that kind of thing. We have a mantra in Zambia, if I can say that. It's Zambia to the world, right? We're proud to be kind, forgiving, loving, and giving people, as he has admitted himself to have witnessed. So yeah, I mean, I'm literally getting secondhand embarrassment from this, but yeah, let me not be stopped. Let me carry on, guys. Let's see where it goes.
Pay him, and you give me a receipt.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What we can do, we do it. And then you let me go after.
Yeah, you go.
Okay.
But
you give me permit. I can leave and now film in all Lusaka.
No, not all Lusaka.
So what is this now? Is it penalty or is this license?
It's a penalty.
He's being cheeky. He goes, you give me a license and I can film in all of Lusaka. You know that's not going to be the case. You know there is no license that would need you to do that, but he's just going with it. I'm surprised he's humoring it, because if it was me, I'd have just wanted, make the payment, come out of there. But I think he's having a little bit of of fun with it as well, because he is a content creator at the end of the day. But yeah, let's see where it goes.
You give me penalty?
Yes.
Okay,
For
very interesting.
taking pictures without authority.
Okay, cannot make exception for me? We can make a deal for 400, 500, then I go?
Okay, no problem.
He is a funny guy. See, I've seen his very first video when he decided to quit his corporate job in order for him to go traveling to do this video. So it was very interesting. When he was starting out, he thought about it. He said it took him preparation like 2 years for him to come to a point to where he decided he was going to leave his well-paying job. I think he had a pretty good paying job in order to pursue his life's dream, which is rather to travel the world and just reviewing core parts of countries, like the real parts of those countries, like places that make it tick. So as opposed to him just going to the very best parts and things like that and showing off things that most people may consider wanting to see, he goes to the heart of most cities. So if you go back, I'll actually give him a shout, Davud. You go back to his videos, you will see that it's not just Zambia that he was doing this with, in case any other people might be thinking he came to our country in order to paint us any kind of way. He was just capturing what is already there, the heart of it, and that's what he does with other countries. That's the same thing that he's done in Rwanda. It's the same thing that he's done in other African countries, not just African countries, Europe, Asia, name it. He's done the same thing. But yeah, let's carry on, see where it goes.
400?
500, no problem.
400.
500, no problem, I can help
Okay.
you. Because you are a human being like me.
Exactly. And I'm tourist. I just come here with good intention. I spend already so much money to come to your country, because no one comes to your country from my country. I come. Thank you.
So he says you're a human being like me, but you're fleecing him. Right. So, when he says no one comes from his country to go to our country, to go to Zambia, there's something that he says. He did say his country is also a third world country. I can't remember exactly which country it is. So when he says that, it's not coming from a place saying the people don't want to come to our country. It's that the majority of them can't afford to come to Zambia. But what he's doing is he's going, showing people parts and letting them know like the beauty, of our country, where we're from. And as you can imagine, it's not always going to be the flattering parts. Some of them may not be particularly flattering. However, I have watched Mr. Simon Mwewa's vlogs that he does. He does similar to what this guy was doing. He'll go to all parts of the, town, central business district, if I'm not getting that wrong, and showing some of the goings on and things like that. And even that in itself is not always, flattering. Parts of it, sometimes there's even a little bit of conflict going on, and we've become used to it, and that's what makes the content interesting. So, but yeah.
So much.
All right, you're done.
All right. So you give me something, or I just go? I can go to taxi and then go.
You can go.
All right. Thank you so much. I
right.
appreciate you guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Right, so he can go after he has paid, I think it was like 400 kwacha or 500 kwacha. So this guy is a typical businessman, right? I think he comes from finance. I might be getting that wrong, so I'm not going to say. But he comes from a corporate background where negotiating and doing things like that is something that he's used to. So even him being in this kind of heightened, intense situation, my guy's still negotiating. Kudos to him. I'll end it here, guys. This is my very first review. I felt compelled to do it just because I'm a Zambian. I am a content creator, producer, intend to be creating more content as I go along. And anything that comes up to do with Zambia, I watch, right? Because I love to see my country. I haven't been to Zambia for quite a long time now, like I think over 10 years now that I haven't been. So because of that, it's very close to my heart. I love, and I'll say that again, I love the work that Davud is doing and the fact that he's bringing some attention to our beautiful country, showing the different parts of it for anybody that may consider to want to visit it, for anybody that may have preconceived notions. So what I'll say is I recommend you to go check out his content, watch, excuse me, watch the 3 videos I think that he has now on his channel relating to Zambia, and watch everything in its full context. Don't just kind of chop it up, or just watch the clips that people are putting out, and that kind of thing. And he said he's got more videos coming up, so I'm looking forward to watching more of those videos. And I'm also looking forward to perhaps reacting to some other moments that he had whilst he was visiting in Zambia. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching me. Click, like, share, and subscribe on the channel. I'm going to set up a channel, and perhaps I'll be doing more of this. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.